look good. The straight razor shave will have you looking fresh and smooth. Lux Barbershop is open 7 days a week. Go to Lux Barbershop for the finest barbers, stylists, braiders, and massage therapists in the southern suburbs. Check out all their daily deals on Facebook, Instagram, and luxbarbershop.com.
Hi, this is Joe Perry and Steven Tyler of Aerosmith for Red. You know, it's okay to rock and roll and party down. Just don't get in that 2,000-pound bullet when you're done and cocked. And please don't drink and drive. I'm the one that jaded you.
A reminder that friends don't let friends drive drunk. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council, U.S. Department of Transportation, National Association of Broadcasters, and RAD.
High school sports is here, and SportsOnChicago.com. We are ready to provide the best high school sports live coverage all across Northern Illinois. From the first kickoff of high school football to the final spike of high school volleyball, we at SportsOnChicago.com are ready to bring you high school sports live. SportsOnChicago.com and STC Friday Night Lights in a league of our own.
Welcome back to the Blows the Whistle here on the SportsTownChicago.com. Jawohl!
Yes. Yes. Welcome.
Welcome. Guten Tagen.
All is well. All is welcome.
I don't know if a German little person would freak somebody out or not. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, they got them. They got them. They exist. Yeah.
They had to. Okay, I'm not trying to. I'm really not trying to be rude here. They would have had to have been refugees and moved back to Germany after World War II.
I'm sure, probably,
because I know dwarfism was one of those things that he thought was a Jewish curse.
Was it really?
Oh, he killed them all.
Oh, yeah,
not to say that in a dark tone.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I didn't realize they were a part of the group.
Anything that wasn't blonde, blue-eyed, and
true.
Normal height was evil.
It
was evil in that man's eyes. Unfortunately,
that's quite some thinking.
I got to change my hat. It's bugging me having it forward.
That's okay.
I know it's such a weird thing.
You still look good.
They got to see the, as Andrew would say, they got to see the moneymaker.
There you go.
The moneymaker. I don't know.
Tough one today there.
Yeah, I don't know what
you start off with the H-man right at the beginning of the sequence.
It's a legitimate question though. Like, to me, I'm sure there are little people of German descent. But,
there's definitely some of them out there.
Somewhere.
There was definitely a decline at a certain particular period of time.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it could have gotten back up. Right?
It bounced back.
Yeah. What a comeback.
You multiply.
Don't call it a comeback.
Big time.
It's such an ignorant conversation. That's great. I'm not gonna lie. Anytime that David's just like, no, I'm not trying to be rude here or trying to be mean.
I ask questions, so I have knowledge, so I don't like.
No,
I know that he doesn't take it personally when I ask stupid, ignorant questions. Yeah. So I don't ask him around his family.
I'm glad that you ask and are aware that it most definitely can be a stupid question. But you know what?
This is a safe space, as you say.
This is a safe space.
You're correct.
Well, I mean, you could ask me about my male pattern baldness. You know.
Well, what do you mean? I know there's a lot of bald people out there.
Yeah. My ED. You know, you just never. There are certain things that you can ask. That being said, let's move on to manly things. Man, football. Good God. This is why we should never do shows 2 days in a row. Couple of interesting matchups this weekend in college football. Let's start off with a noon kickoff. Texas at Arkansas. This could be a trap game for the Texas Longhorns. Arkansas is one of those teams this year that isn't great, but they're good enough to make you want to sweat a little.
Yeah. I mean, if you look, I mean, like they've beaten our Tennessee early in the season. When they were ranked number 4, and then
Tennessee is just weird.
They played well against A&M
Mhm.
at A&M, and that's obviously it's a tough stadium. But there's been some games lately they've kind of slipped away. But again, Arkansas, they've always been that sneaky team that like they're mediocre.
Well, I think Ole Miss proved that that was no fluke.
No, Ole
against
Miss.
Arkansas. They went, all right, you thought that was something special. Watch what we do to Georgia.
That was fun while it lasted. But Arkansas, they've always been like that middle crop of the SEC, but like they get those big wins against the top SEC schools every once in a while. So I mean, this could definitely be a trap game. But Texas, ever since that Georgia loss, has really been clicking it into gear and being that top team that they know that they should and could be.
I'll say this: it'll all depend on how fast and how well Quinn Ewers his confidence gets shaken very easily, and then it turns into, all right, are we gonna have to pull this kid and bring in Arch
like they did in Georgia? Yeah.
So if he gets off to a hot start with some hot routes, some quick outs, things like that, where he's completing passes, I think Texas rolls in this game. If they let Arkansas hang around, Arkansas is that team that can do something weird.
And they're pretty tough to play at home.
At Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Sweet.
Pig.
I heard this argument. Do you guys feel like we're kind of, it's a little I don't know, selfish of Texas to just be holding on to Archie Manning right now? Like, shouldn't there be someone in his ear, like saying, "Hey, go to another school and start right now"?
Actually, this is what the Manning family wants.
This was their game plan?
The plan the whole time. They want him to sit, learn the system, come in, play 2 years, and then go into the draft.
Okay.
They want him because Steve Sarkisian's offense is pro-style offense. He's going to learn how to read defenses, all this stuff. There has never been, and the only reason I know all this is because Michael Jenkins is a Texas alum, and he gets a lot of inside information about Texas. All the stuff about Arch might be going into the transfer. It's a bunch of hooey.
Yeah.
Arch ain't going nowhere. The kid's getting paid $5 million a year.
Yeah, I know. It's just crazy.
In NIL deals.
Okay. It seems like he's happy.
I will say he's giving a majority of it to charity.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
That's nice.
That's a lot of money for a 20-year-old kid.
Yeah, of course.
I will say it is weird to see a Manning scramble, though.
Yeah, you don't see that often.
Get used to it, bucko.
He's not Eli or Peyton's kid. That's why.
Yeah,
Cooper was the most athletic Manning of all,
definitely.
And it shows with Arch.
The basketball state championships, baby.
He is. Colin's got a tough game this week. It's in Colorado, but it's Utah. Utah played BYU. Super tough.
Yeah, Utah played BYU pretty good, but the thing is, and I hate even saying this, is that Colorado is starting to figure it out. And
what is he sign language?
I don't know. You just got the text me.
Walk in here if you want to say something, you goof.
For real.
Hey guys.
That's it. That's all you wanted was to say hi, guys.
Bear sucks.
Oh wow.
okay, love
Coming
you
with
too.
the hate.
But Colorado, they've been starting to really figure it out and get it going. Unfortunately,
I mean, it's going to be the way it's looking to me. It's going to be Colorado and BYU in the Big 12 championship.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
I would kind of lean Colorado right now.
Just with how they're playing against bigger teams than BYU has. So I mean, yeah, I would have to, but I think Colorado is just gonna. I think they're gonna blow the roof off Utah.
All right.
They've been playing so fast and so electric, and like I said, and once Travis Hunter got back because he was injured for a little bit, that's the game changer of that team, both sides of the ball. So that's where I stand. I hate to say it.
You got LSU Florida, which should be interesting. It depends on if DJ Lagway is able to go for Florida, if that's going to be a game. Typically rivalry game in the swamp. I would say I like Florida to cover there, possibly
4.5. I mean, LSU, I don't know what the hell has gone in with them. I mean,
they just ran into a Mack truck last week.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like
his name be Jalen Milroe. Like,
You just ran into a buzzsaw. There's not much you can do.
And Florida's a completely different team when Lagway's starting. And I don't understand why. Ever since that first game he started, he was not starting in the rest of the year.
Well, he's injured right now. He's got a little hammy issue.
Oh, is that why? Okay.
He's got a little of the hammy.
Ham.
Pam.
It's the year of the hammy.
Figure out the pan situation.
I mean, the big game this week obviously is Texas, Georgia, or
Tennessee,
Georgia.
That's going to be.
I can't tell you what's going to happen here. It's
a toss-up.
If Ian Maleava comes out and plays to his potential, Georgia's in trouble again.
Yeah, and if Carson Beck is going to keep throwing picks at ghosts, then yeah. I mean, right now Georgia, they just left
Their
awful.
defensive backfield is not good.
No.
Georgia's defensive backfield is sus.
Yeah,
very suspect.
I mean, really, the only they got to going is the front line. That's about it.
Yeah,
but I mean, again, like you said, it depends on what Nico is going to come out because he's had some spotty performances all season long, and this is at Georgia, and that's a tough place to play.
Iya Maleava.
Yes, sir.
You don't understand how hard Tyler and I have worked on that.
I think we practiced for a good half hour to an hour.
Yeah.
Well, it shows.
We're looking up the pronunciation videos.
It works.
It took Andrew 6 months to get us to say Uyangalele properly. So I mean,
And now we don't have to say his name anymore because he sucks.
all you got to say now. Everybody calls him DJU now.
DJ, yeah, it's just easier. His better half.
Do you want
I'll call him Bag My Fries. That's what I'll call him.
Would you like fries with that, sir? You want to talk about the Nebraska game? I mean, it should be a good game.
I mean, it should be. We talked about it a little
How
bit
different
yesterday.
do you think that offense looks?
I mean, I think we'll see a lot less screen passes. That's for sure. I'm just kind of curious. I mean, so I know the whole situation's interesting because with the new offensive coordinator hired, they brought him in, I think, right after the UCLA loss, and so they had a bye, which is good. So I wonder if he's been the offensive coordinator for like that whole bye week to get like, because if he's going to implement not like a completely different offense, but a different type of offense, not with what Satterfield had.
I think it's going to be somewhat of the same offense, just probably tweaks here and there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be just a few little tweaks. I mean, overall, they didn't run a bad offense. It was just the calling of like the absurd amount of screenplays that where you don't have guys that can block to make them work, really.
Welcome to Penn State football last year.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Welcome to Chicago Bears football this year. But Miller Moss is not starting. It's what's his name?
Good luck.
Yeah, I can't even tell you. But from what Andrew was telling us about him is that this kid's good, but this is his first start in college football. So I don't know how well we're going to see him play.
Do the black shirts show up?
They need to. They go, oh my God, did they need to? Because
it's an away game, though. That's the only thing that worries me about it, that it's in Cali.
But the defense played fantastic against Ohio State in Columbus. And it's like, it almost seems like lately they've been playing better defense away, aside from Indiana. But then like
you can't. Indiana's
that's a different beast. But
thing.
it was very like after the UCLA game, it was just kind of like, all right, what the hell is going on? But it made me feel better with Matt Rule making this decision now, and just
all right.
So we'll see. And I technically Raiola is still kind of questionable because of that bad hit that he got at UCLA.
Little dingy to do.
So if Harburg's starting, throw some prayers up there. If Raiola's starting, then I'm hoping to see a little bit of change in the offense and actually see some life back into that offense that we saw in the first 5 weeks.
All right. Do we even need to talk about the Penn State game?
Yeah, because it's a close one, dude.
Yeah. Did you see who they're playing?
Yeah, it's gonna be a close one. No, who the hell are they playing again?
Oh
yeah, you guys are screwed.
In Purdue.
You guys Penn State opens up as a 28.5 point favorite. They should smack the absolute hell out of Purdue. Purdue is awful.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of astronauts, a bunch of Poindexters.
Poindexters.
I will say this. It was probably one of my favorite away game experiences was going to that Purdue game. What was it, 2 years ago?
Yeah, because that was when you saw a little taste of Drew Aller.
Yeah. That was the first taste of the Aller. listen, there, Sean Clifford, who is now legitimately an NFL quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. He's on, the practice squad or not is neither here nor there. He's on a roster.
He's there.
He goes out. I think it was the second series of the first quarter with a knee, a tweak of the knee. And I turned my head to Andrew and I went, oh my God, we're going to get to see Aller. And he goes, yeah, I know. The difference in velocity, in pocket presence, and I turned to Andrew and I went, oh, this is different. This is something different. You could just see it. Like he was 6'4", and you're going, all right, we got a quarterback.
Well, you've also been you were dealing with Sean Clifford for like 10 years.
And Trace McSorley before that.
Yeah. So
who are both at best 6'1", at best.
Good day.
That's
6'5" and
Trace McSorley's 5'10" on a good day.
See,
I'll give Clifford.
Yeah,
6'4".
you never believe when you're in high school, when you're on the high school team, they always give you a couple inches.
I was 5'10" and a half in high school.
They didn't do that for me.
Come on now.
That's because you were a halfback.
Yeah. Buzzing.
You left the door wide open on that
You
one,
sure did.
mister.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know if you guys got any more games, but
Is there a game that interests you? I mean, I can.
No,
maybe...
I was gonna ask you guys' reaction to the second college football playoff ranking. I just wanted to see if you had any quorums with anything. I had first two teams out as SMU and Georgia, and then from there,
I have no problem with Georgia being out right now.
Okay.
Everybody's throwing this huge hissy about
if
Georgia
they'll
being
get back
out.
in there.
Listen, if there's one thing that the SEC is known for, it's devouring itself.
Yes.
Eventually, yeah, I believe Georgia will probably be back in it. Unless, listen, I'm not going to sit here and say that they don't lose to Georgia Tech. I'm not going to sit here and say they don't lose to Tennessee this weekend. It's just one of those things. Georgia is not that perennial powerhouse that they have been in years past.
No.
And the main reason is that they don't have that dominant quarterback.
No, I mean that.
And their run game is god awful.
I mean, even though like before Carson Beck got Stetson Bennett, and Stetson Bennett wasn't a.
Shut your mouth.
Hold on.
Do not disparage the name of Stetson Bennett in this house.
Hold on. He's not that elite quarterback, but
Collegiately,
yeah. But I mean, this is like
they let him play while he was sauced.
they didn't need. You just need a productive quarterback. Carson Beck is far from a productive quarterback.
You need a quarterback that's not going to make mistakes in big moments.
Exactly.
And that's what it comes down to. And for me, I you want me to be very honest about this, Nick? I think Indiana should be higher than Penn State.
Oh, okay.
They're
That
undefeated.
takes a lot out. I know.
But literally, they're undefeated in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was an easy Big Ten schedule for them or not. They are an undefeated team, and you have two defeated teams above them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Now, granted, Ohio State's one loss is to Oregon, who is the number one team, and Penn State's one loss is to the number two team in the country, which is Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand it. I just think Indiana, because they are Indiana, are getting a little disrespected by that.
Yeah.
But could you also make
I'll
that
give him
argument
6.
for BYU? They're also undefeated. I mean, they got 9 wins instead of 10 wins, but they're also undefeated as well.
BYU hasn't played. I don't think
BYU's
they've played.
third. They have the bye. So.
That's in the actual bracketing.
Oh yeah, but in terms of like the ranking,
the actual ranking. The reason they're
sixth, I believe.
yeah, the reason they're number 3 is because they project BYU to win the Big 12.
Yeah.
But once again, we're sitting here going, well, BYU, Colorado meet in the Big 12 championship. Colorado beats BYU. Colorado is then the number 4 team.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I was getting that all confuzzled.
Here's the other one. They have Miami at 3, correct?
Yeah, Miami at 4.
4.
Okay, Miami at 4 and BYU at 3.
Correct.
Mhm.
Okay, Miami's another one. I think Miami's beatable. I think SMU could beat Miami in the ACC championship. So that takes SMU
Back in.
to that
Yeah.
number 4.
Say with how SMU's been playing, and then Miami, they made in these
SMU has no defense. They'll outscore your ass, but they have no defense.
Well, the same
And
with
it's
Miami.
yeah. So that game, I will watch and I will play the over so hard.
I doubled the over.
125.
But no, that's exactly the thing. In Miami, they've had too many close games lately. I mean, again, with that loss at Georgia Tech. But I mean, even against Duke, they were sweating their chops.
Well, they were down to Cal by 18, 20, something like that, going into the fourth quarter and came back and won.
Yeah. So I mean,
They've been down by double digits in the last 3 games.
They've been one of those
or
slow
4 games, then they've only lost.
They've been one of those slow starting teams. If you can get onto Miami,
it's not slow starting. It's the fact that their defense just decides that we're going to let you score 73 and we're going to see if we can come back.
I want to make this interesting.
It's the Patrick Mahomes thing. I'll turn it on when I want to.
Are you going to throw for a touchdown? I don't want to. Not yet.
Don't want to.
There's a great possibility that you could have a 10, 11, and a 12 seeded team in this bracket win their first round.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to sit here and say that the top 4 teams, whoever those 4 teams are, aren't going to mollywop those other teams when they get into that other bracket. Probably not. Depends on who it is. I think, and yeah, I know this is going to sound biased. I think Penn State is heavily being under-talked here. They're one of the more balanced teams, and their defense is elite.
I think you said it best. They're figuring it out at the right time.
They are, because early
and I
on,
think that honest to God, I think that Ohio State loss might have been a really good thing.
Yeah.
it was a little bit of a wake up. Just kind of realized like
We're
could beat
there,
that.
but we're
Right.
not there.
I think I could see what people's arguments about Penn State because they had that rocky win against Bowling Green. Same with USC. Like I think because what they're expecting, if they're going to be a top 4 team.
Mahomesing them.
No, I know, but like that's what I'm saying is that why people are making that argument is because they had rocky wins against games that with this talented team that they should have blown the roof off of. But I still think that Penn State's the more all-around better team in the Big Ten, like consistently.
I'm waiting.
Aside from Oregon,
I'm not gonna like knock on wood or anything, but I will be rooting for Michigan this year. I'm dead serious. Michigan beats Ohio State this year.
oh well, yeah, in that case,
Ryan Day's gone.
Oh, yeah.
First and foremost,
Yeah.
Ryan Day. I think that takes Ohio State out of the Big Ten championship and possibly the college football playoff.
they could.
That could be damning. Yeah.
That could. I mean, I don't know about the college football playoff because what would that make them at 2 losses or
Ohio State.
Ohio State 2
Yeah,
losses?
yeah,
Oregon and Michigan.
Yeah.
I think I don't want them to, but I think they're going to beat Indiana only because it's at the shoe.
I don't know.
Indiana,
Run for their
I
money.
have watched Indiana games enough this year. Indiana is going to have to play perfect football.
No, they will.
Perfect football.
They definitely will.
They cannot miss a field goal. They cannot miss an extra point. They cannot have ticky-tacky penalties in red zones. They have to play the perfect game.
100% focus.
And I'm not saying Signetti and Burke can't do that,
Right.
but
No,
look how tough Michigan played them in Michigan.
yeah. No, I mean, and Michigan's a tough place to play.
Or no, that was in Indiana. I apologize.
No, I think you're.
It's
Oh, was it Indiana? Okay,
it was in
yeah.
Indiana.
I mean, Michigan's has a really solid defense. It's just their offense can't do.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if that offense can just get even remotely better for Michigan,
It's a completely different season.
Then
For Michigan.
against Ohio State, if they can shut down Ohio State, which has been proven to be able to be done this year, where you can hold Ohio State to 20 to 23 points.
Well, I'm not trying to backtrack and pump up Nebraska, but like that's what Nebraska did. Their defense, they were a team that I was expecting to get flipping demolished against Ohio State in Columbus, but they played very great defense all around, and they held the Ohio State offense where they made it a winnable game for them. And so that's where I think Indiana, with how they played, I mean, they even said that Matt Rule even said that Nebraska was not prepared for Indiana at all. But the way how they play offensively and defensively, I think they can hold Ohio State early and then get them sweating.
A little sweaty.
Now, if that happens, then Indiana's 100% for real.
If there's one thing that you're going to learn about us, Nick, we root for chaos.
Oh yeah, all the time.
So the more teams that lose, the better. I think
Then obviously then it causes for controversy when they're like making decisions. So yeah, and it gives us something to talk
I would love nothing more than to see Indiana lose to Ohio State. Ohio State then loses to Michigan, and somehow Penn State makes it into the Big Ten championship with Oregon. That's the only way that happens.
That would be a great Big Ten championship.
That would be defense versus offense.
I just want the playoff committee to have to do one of those things where like, oh, well they beat them, but but they beat them, but like I said, them. So
it's going to come down in the SEC. It's going to come down to how well Missouri plays over these last 3 games, and a guy with glasses on like Tyler going, okay, the numbers are telling me that if Missouri does this and scores 26.3 points per game versus Georgia, it's going to be said.
Then he breaks it down and Vanderbilt's in it.
Any other college stuff that y'all want to discuss at this point?
I don't know. Maction going on yesterday was awesome. Maction going on today.
Hey, I won some Maction money last night.
Love it.
Maction money, 4 out of 5 parlays, baby.
Bang.
You always got to love some action.
Bang, 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 bang. I feel like the father from Friday. You know what you do? You get up behind him and bang, 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 bang.
Pause.
Yeah, for real.
No, I think we kind of covered it.
All right. Guess what that
means?
means?
What does that mean?
When we come back, it's time to go off the rails here on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
Choo-choo.
From I have a dream. To yes, we can. Celebrating those that continue to inspire this Black History Month.
Those who tell us that we can't, we will respond with yes, we can.
SportsTownChicago.com.
Take that exit and get to the Southern Cafe, home of the Nasty Biscuit on Roselle Road in Roselle. Get over there and try the chicken fried chicken biscuit made with the Southern Cafe's house-made drop biscuit with buttermilk chicken fried chicken smothered in country gravy, topped with shredded cheddar and crumbled hickory smoked bacon. I always say that when you go to the Southern Cafe, you come out with 2 meals with the heaping amounts of food they serve you in every meal. I love to go to a place with outdoor seating. The Southern Cafe has a great outdoor seating area to help social distance, and I get to enjoy my breakfast outdoors. Open 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. to give you plenty of time to grab an amazing breakfast or lunch. Now get your butt over to the Southern Cafe on Roselle Road.
Hello?
It's speed walking day.
Dorothy? You're breaking up.
Did I mention we'd be slowing down when we pass the court where those fine brothers play ball?
I heard that. Reduce your risk of cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Get active, eat right, and maybe even run into Mr. Right. Isn't sisterhood beautiful? For more information, go to everydaychoices.org. Brought to you by the American Cancer Society, the American Diabetes Association, the American Heart Association, the Ad Council, and this station.
Alert! Alert! Be gone, maxed out credit cards, overdue loans, suffocating interest rates, and relentless collection agencies. If your credit rating is making you and others around you cringe, there's only one thing to do, and that's to turn to the professionals at Creative Credit Solutions. Even if your credit is less than perfect, we'll help you get back on track. You can do it, and we can help. Call today or visit creativecreditsolutions.net for your free credit check report.
Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com. Mondays and Fridays from 2 to 3 p.m. as we talk NFL.
The game plan was really sound.
It's a quarterback league. It has been. It still is.
Franchise-defining quarterbacks.
College football.
Will Jim Harbaugh make it through the season as Michigan's head coach?
Some more Big Ten talk.
And here's some things you wouldn't expect.
I would have never expected that.
Get all of that and more on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
Blow the Whistle.
Going off the rails.
The train!
I haven't gotten around.
You haven't gotten around to putting it in yet?
You see me. Haven't busy as hell.
I was covering 2 classes last week.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Hansel and Gretel
Yeah.
with Jeremy Renner?
No.
It's like the
Action. Yeah.
Mm.
My favorite quote out of that whole thing is, "Oh, welcome back into Blow the Whistle here on SportsTownChicago.com. I'm David W. Dykstra. I'm here with Tyler Butterball Buterball and Nick No Gimmicks Johnston. We're about to go off the rails.
Yeah.
If you have anything that you want to have us talk about off the rails wise, hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our YouTube page, our Twitch page.
Wherever you're watching us right now on Twitch or YouTube on SportsTownChicago.com, just place a comment on there. I'll find it and I'll read it out loud if it's good.
And we'll discuss. We'll discuss social media outlets at BLOWTWHISTLE1. That's Blow T Whistle 1. What are you laughing about?
Okay, I can't. I won't be able to share this with you guys.
Is it non-PG?
It's a fake. It's I don't know. So is announcing new heads of departments. This account put up Donald Trump announces that Henry Ruggs III will be named head of Department of Transportation Safety.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
I know.
That ain't right.
I know
that ain't right. You should be scolded for such.
That's not okay.
That is not. That
should not be laughing at that.
That's too soon,
Yeah.
gentlemen and ladies. Too soon.
No.
All right, to get us started off.
This is the first thing I saw on Twitter.
Gents, I've heard a lot of comments this morning.
Mhm.
I'd like to get your opinions.
Okay.
Okay.
Obviously, you guys are enjoying the in-season tourney,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
but are you enjoying the courts?
Oh yeah, this was a kind of a thing last year. I think did they tone it down a little bit
No,
this year, or is
not
it
at all.
Is it still blinding?
Yeah. What was the Celtics one last night? Was god awful.
Oh Lord, I'll have to
God
I'll
awful.
take a peek at that one.
I don't know if they had. You know how they had that LED basketball court for the.
Oh. Yeah, they did this last year.
Is this the LED court?
LED court? No, you're thinking of
That was the NBA Finals or the All-Star break.
Oh, that looks atrocious.
Oh, this Pacers one?
Oh no, the Boston one.
Find the Boston one, Tyler. It's not good.
It is. You're playing on Shrek's court. It is all green.
Yeah, I thought it was Oregon for a second.
Holy cannoli!
Yeah, Oregon
Yes,
finally
yeah.
changed their court because of that flipping issue.
Oh, that one's bad too. Where? Ooh. What was that? Was that Memphis?
This one?
Yeah. No,
This one?
not that one.
That one.
Yeah. Is that
That one?
Memphis?
Is it Utah? Oh, let's turn it down. That it.
Damn, Boston was 15.5-point favorites last night. They lost.
Oh,
straight up.
that's
a boner.
Phoenix.
Is that wow?
Yeah,
Why do they have the baby blue?
I don't know.
That's weird. That should be orange.
Well, man, I can see purple. That's purple.
Purple,
But the
purple. I
baby
understand.
blue, yeah, the baby
the
blue.
baby blue makes no sense.
No, like that's the thing.
Whatsoever.
The courts drive me crazy. Oh God, look at that ugly one.
Oh,
That
yeah,
one. I mean, that's not as bad as the Nuggets, but the Bulls. I hate the Bulls one. I don't know.
all red.
Yeah, God, just looks like a bloodbath on the court. That defines their season.
So far, yeah.
Let me see. I can't find the freaking Celtics one.
If you just Google image all NBA in-season tournament courts and then go to images, you'll be able to see all of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, this Boston one is pretty brutal. The LA Lakers is exactly what you think the Lakers would be, just all yellow and purple stripe down the middle.
Oh, this green right here?
No.
Oh God. That's worse.
What I think
How
could
do you
have
know what's
happened-
in bounds and what's out of bounds? There's so many lines.
Now, what I think could have happened is in NBA 2K,
gonna
you
say,
can
what
create
gaming-
a court, and I think the NBA just went in and started looking through files and looked through everyone's like what they built. Like, okay, let's steal that one for
we're gonna take that
steal
one.
that one
We're
for the
gonna-
Pacers, and let's steal that one for the Lakers.
Whatever.
They look good for a video game, but this ain't a video game, son.
Yeah,
This-
those are
Like to see this in
the
in
Pelicans
person?
isn't too bad. It's the least grotesque in terms of like just so much color going on.
Bold,
just
bright,
got that
blinding colors.
It's got that bright green stripe in the middle.
Yeah. Now I'm seeing
But-
two different ones for Portland. I'm seeing the Rip City one, and I'm seeing just the straight up Portland one, just like the regular.
Of course, Portland doesn't have a basketball team, so they're going to go high energy on the basketball courts.
Yeah. I mean,
No,
They got
these are,
nothing
that's
going
the like I get what they're trying to do with the in-season tournament. You know, just try to change it up a little bit because the NBA has gotten so boring lately. But to me, the whole thought of the in-season tournament is meh. But then these courts are just ugh.
I just find it
Disgusting.
hilarious that they're flying banners when they win the in-season
yeah.
tournament.
The Lakers got their first one, so
LeBron, the first guy to ever win.
for what
Makes
it's
him
worth,
better than Jordan.
for what it's worth, it does sound like the players are excited for because it's a trip to Vegas. So I would
Of
probably
course, the
tend to take
players are
that.
excited to take
Now
a trip
I
to
forget
Vegas.
what is the reward for winning the in-season tournament? Is
Just
it,
extra money for each player.
that's all it is. Okay, that's what I thought because I kept seeing people were saying like you can get a higher draft pick or a better shot at in the lottery.
We don't want money. We want the pick.
But then
It's-
I feel like players are like, well, no, this kid might take my job.
Yeah, no, it's just the added incentives. I think it's like 750K or something like that. It might be $1 million. I don't know.
In this day and age, I wouldn't be surprised if it's $1 million.
Yeah.
Double check.
What else would you guys like to go off the rails about?
I mean, I was going to talk to you guys about Outer Banks, but you guys haven't watched that show.
Haven't
don't know what
watched
that
it,
is
no.
either.
I'll give you.
So good.
Hey,
It's
your lady.
about kids treasure hunting.
There's another
You're-
Donald Trump.
God, stop.
He picked Ipe Muzahara as the Secretary of Treasury.
Oh, good
The
night.
internet always wins.
That being said, question: it's like picking the Undertaker as your Secretary of Defense.
Yeah, it's probably on the way. I'll definitely see that one.
That
or Joe Rogan.
your
probably.
lady is a crime drama freak, correct?
Yes, I would say so.
Are you guys into the serial killer stuff, or are you guys more into the whodunit stuff?
Yes.
So both.
I mean, I like that kind of stuff. Like, is intriguing. Like, we saw the whole docu series. I mean, with actors and stuff about the Gypsy Rose. Like that thing was wild. I forgot about that whole story. And then when I watched we watched the documentary series, I was like, and they had the actors and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
Have you ever? You know who the Zodiac Killer is, correct?
Yeah.
Have you watched This Is the Zodiac yet on Netflix?
No, but I've been wanting to. You know what? She might have already started.
I'm telling you, dude. Like the kids that he raised,
Mhm.
like their blindness to what was going on around them is epic. And to sit there and still go, oh, well, it could have been him, but we don't know for sure. I'm
Right.
just like, oh my god, are you? And I'm only an episode in, and I'm like, y'all are idiots.
It's on Netflix, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called
I gotta-
This is the Zodiac speaking.
Okay. Have you guys? I haven't read. I don't even know what it is, but it's popping up everywhere. That is it on Netflix or Paramount? But it's called "Am I a Racist?"
Oh,
What is that?
the Matt Walsh
Yeah,
documentary.
What exactly is that?
So he
Wait a minute. There's a documentary out about Scotty.
Yeah, exactly. So he's what would
Am I?
it would be like a conservative version of Borat, I suppose, or not conservative,
Oh.
maybe is the word. Whatever Matt Walsh is exactly.
So it's
that version of it.
It's him going into places and being a
He's
conservative.
He's infiltrating all the woke meetings and going in there.
Oh,
and some of them. So, and I think in the beginning, I haven't seen it myself. I keep seeing clips and stuff being shared
Yeah.
around. I think in the beginning, he goes to a meeting and they end up knowing who he is. And that's when he goes and creates the character. So he puts on the guy with the man bun. He has the tight, skinny jeans on. And he becomes a certified whatever it is about race, like getting your whiteness out or something like that. So
Oh,
he ends up
good
on TV.
God.
He legitimately ends up on TV. And that's like that's what the documentary is about. It's a comedy, but just to show you how ridiculous all this woke stuff has become. So that's what's
Well,
become.
not. I think everything is just become ridiculously
And
polarizing.
Yeah, and while I think not everyone's going to agree with what Matt Walsh says about politics and stuff like that, I think there's could be a silver lining, kind of a common ground of like, okay, this is still somewhat important, but this is getting out of hand. This is becoming ridiculous.
I will say, I am loving how the male gay community is coming out for our lovely women who have had T-shirts made up going, something like "My body, my choice," and it's the guy saying it.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the guy that came out, like that guy that he said that out on like a TikTok or something like that. Apparently, the rumor has apparently someone burned his house down.
Oh, my.
He's from Berwyn.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
very honest with you. Having gay guys come on TikTok, or homosexual men come on TikTok and be like, "So if you're gonna say that, I'm a man.
Oh,
I can make you do what I want then, right?" I'm
guess
like,
that makes sense, yeah.
I'm like, fair is fair.
yeah, fair is fair.
Fair is fair.
But I mean, I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, about that guy that said that apparently his house burned down. Someone
So sad.
I
have
because we were talking about the NBA courts. Here's this. It's the NBA. It's the NBA courts, Jerry. It's the NBA Cup, Jerry. It's ridiculous. It was so blue.
Um,
my eye.
They're playing underwater.
To me, there's so many. I love that he did that, but at the same time, it's the same reason that people like your woke people got so upset Kill Tony. So PC a majority of the time, yes.
Most of the time, yeah.
That was just not a pocket thing for like them to do that.
It was a weird thing to have a roast comic, yes, at a rally.
That's the thing, yeah. Like,
but he did his job. Like he went in there to tell jokes.
no, he
So-
did what he was supposed to do, but it was just like not the, I guess, time and place.
Yeah,
like
correct.
not
Wrong
really-
time, wrong place.
Same thing where you have like Megan Thee Stallion twerking on stage at a.
I will bring
Kamala
up.
Radley?
I'm not very political.
Let's hold on a second there, Tyler.
I am not a political person, nor am I going to put out political views or anything like this. I did find it funny though, and a little interesting, that the Democratic Party had a lot of the people that are going to be on the Diddy list when it comes out
Oof,
up on
yikers.
stage with them.
Yikes.
Beyonce.
Dude, so I went in a rabbit hole. On
Here we
TikTok
go.
About the whole Beyonce thing. It's kind of wild.
Beyonce Diddy thing, or just
Yeah, like how she's kind of linked to the Diddy
connected?
thing, but then there's something else like with her that's like a whole conspiracy thing where, because every new artist, like
Oh, that thanks her. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like it's almost like a thing. Like they're saying that it's a thing that you have to thank Beyonce, or you're gonna basically die, because apparently there was two new two
I
artists
heard
that
about
won like
this.
new artists of
your
the year.
queen.
Yeah, it's like that's how it's like sounds. And
Shouldn't
so
that be
like
Taylor Swift?
Nah, not right now.
and so so hold
Just
on.
saying.
So remember how
Are
Taylor
you
Swift,
trying to get us murdered? I don't understand.
so you saw the remember the
I don't
video.
think Beyonce cares about us that
Remember
much.
the viral video that went out when Taylor Swift won like best album?
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
And Kanye came in and just like they were saying that he did his due diligence of thanking her to save
Oh, man.
Taylor Swift. But yeah, no. But so then there was. Let's talk. Are you going out there real quick? Okay. There was a thing that they've shown to like try to prove more things about it, is that there was two like new upcoming artists that won like album of the year or just new artist of the year, and they didn't thank Beyonce. And then like a week or two later, they're found dead.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, this is just weird. So I somehow gotten in on my For You page on TikTok in a rabbit hole of this whole Beyonce conspiracy thing.
Oh my God.
It's kind of wild.
Just thank the Queen. That's all you got to do.
Just thank the
Thank
Queen.
the Queen. I love that.
Oh my God.
Thank Queen Elizabeth.
So if we think Beyonce right now, will we be
We're
a
safe.
big little internet radio show?
Be safe. That's all I
We
care
swear
about.
safe.
That's all I
Thank you,
care
Queen Beyonce.
We can see everyone tomorrow.
Listen, I'll be on. I'm feeling really apprehensive about this move for BetQL, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, with going to the news. It just makes no sense.
What's going on? What's the news?
We're moving to a new studio.
Okay.
He's upset about it.
I'm not upset about it. You know me, I hate change. One,
Yeah.
two. I feel like we're in like a back office. Like
Okay.
we're the
Like
dirty little secrets. You know,
Now,
we are legitimately the CIA now. We are in the back office making all the
you know
moves.
what could benefit you is maybe he who shall not be named might forget that you're back there, and then you might not.
I doubt
say
it. He's going to be up our wazoos until he knows that studio works perfectly.
True.
He'll pop in there for that first day. Everything go good. That's pretty good, wasn't it?
That is pretty good. Now I'm gonna have to try to remember whenever I go say hi to you. I gotta go down all the way down that hall.
I know it's a little sad.
It'd be like,
We are legitimately now, Nick, the redheaded stepchilds of the network.
Oh no.
In the corner where
Yeah.
Daddy doesn't want to see us.
670 took their studio.
What are you gonna do?
What are you
She's
gonna
gonna
do?
go in there and she's like, it's in here again.
It puts the lotion on her. It gets the hose.
Get off my turf.
I'm just wondering if I can come in and run these numbers by. Get in. Get out.
Get out of here, you BetQL heads. Now you're a little bit further from the bathroom too.
Uh-oh. Plan accordingly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going a dead sprint down that hallway.
Emergency.
Porty emergency. Porty emergency. Excuse me. Porty emergency.
You're just running. You're like running down the hallway past his office, like,
And all you hear is Dykstra. Mitch, I'm gonna poo myself.
Well, if that's the case, if you're down the hall, you can lay down some nice little crop dust until you get back to your office.
there you go.
Just walk by his room and go.
Just get that bad boy wafting over that way. Stir it
Can
up.
you feel
That is
the
my
love tonight?
That is my favorite page on Instagram now. This guy goes to New York. He goes to like parks and stuff like that. He'll film himself. He just rips a heater so loud and makes sure that there's someone behind him so they can either, obviously they can
Eat
hear it
it?
too. Not eat it necessarily. They're outside so they can.
Oh.
It's hopefully the smell isn't as bad, but he gets the reaction. He does something. He sees something silly like that wasn't.
Oh, and I have seen
a little
that.
too much. Yeah, something like that. And then walks away. He'll like clinch up and walk away, and then they just hold on to the person behind them for like an extra 30 seconds.
It's so good.
It is my favorite right now. Welcome to the barbecue, ladies. And he just rips a fart so loud.
It's such a dude thing.
I just love it. It doesn't matter how old you are. Guys love fart videos. They're just hilarious.
Such a
Have you seen the Turd-nado yet? When he farts and spins.
That one's so good.
Like I said, everyone's react when it's the teenage dudes that just like they'll fall and they'll laugh on like it's the Impractical Jokers. They'll fall on each other and start laughing. It's that hard, and then it's just like the girls are just devastated.
I love the one where he like lift his leg up and started shaking it. It's like
Like, it was a challenge to get that one out. Oh,
it was just like flappy.
I watched those like back to back to back, and my girlfriend's like, "What is the matter with you?" I'm like, we're just having fun."
It's such a dude thing.
Yeah,
I came across this TikTok, and apparently this guy, he posts it on his feed, but you can hire this guy to go to your work to yell at your boss
I
all
just
the
saw
things that
this.
you want to say to
just
your
saw
boss. It's just some random dude. He'll just show up to your work, look all professional, and then he's like, yeah, I got a report here that you are absolutely horrible to your employees or whatever you want to say to them. Just some random dude just going off on your
Be a
boss.
great thing to do for his birthday or anniversary.
That's good.
He'd chuckle at it if it was then.
Probably.
Because
Let me find this guy.
He's weird like that.
We'll find him. We'll hire him.
I mean, this conversation is no worse than you talking about basketball players enjoying fart jars.
Oh my!
Oh, no, that's
Was
is
it
that a basketball player?
I thought it was a basketball player.
That likes fart jars?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Well, who was that? That was a part of my You're Killing Me.
Was that Kyrie Irving?
No,
We know
J.R. Smith.
We know that we know OBJ had a like a feces fetish.
Oh my!
Yeah.
How did we get on this subject?
Well, we started
Was it
about
James
farts.
Harden?
No, yeah.
You talking about farts on TikTok, and then you talked about farts in a jar,
Farts in a jar.
and some player.
Speaking of farts on a jar, I wonder how Andrew's doing today.
Oh my! Come on. That's not very nice.
Nick said, "Come on,
That's a low blow.
come on."
Low blow every Tuesday.
Yep.
There you go, buddy.
Just change the timer. You're going 2 to 3 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more Combat Connection anymore.
Yeah. What was? Is he just?
I
Is
think
too
he got
busy?
a job. I think
He got a
did
job.
Okay.
I forgot to text
He
him
finally
back.
got
Good for him.
No, good for him. Absolutely.
Where'd he get a job at?
Uh, give me 1 sec. Yeah, give me.
That'd be great.
He's
I
been
appreciate
working so hard. When I worked that one,
he's-
the MMA event up in Milwaukee, he was there just like doing media stuff. They
Yeah.
didn't have a ton of people, but he
He's
was there.
trying, dude.
He didn't say. He just said.
Wish
yeah, he
Brett
got
the
a new-
best, obviously. Yeah, I want him to do so well. He loves it. When a guy like that is so dedicated
Passionate.
to that, yeah,
Well,
it
and that's-
he oozes it, and it's awesome.
It was the
He
thing.
hasn't said, but he did mention if I cover an event next spring when PFL and Bellator return to America, can I still reach out for equipment? Oh, just to
Yeah,
he must be
use-
doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you can.
You are a graduate. You are welcome.
But
back
no, I
anytime.
realized I'm like he hasn't been here in like a few months, so and then you guys have been going at 2 anyways.
Yeah.
And then the
noobs.
Chuck and
What the Chuck?
Ethan.
And Ethan.
he-
That's what,
football-
that's what the name of their show should be. What the Chuck and Ethan.
and Ethan. No, they're gonna be football with the fellas.
Nice.
I got.
Is he rocking the Taysom Hill jersey today?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
going on with that? I gotta get him. We gotta get
No.
him in here.
No,
No,
you don't.
No.
My foot almost permanently was lodged in his buttock.
Over
He's a
that.
Saints fan.
Oh my.
Yeah, he and I don't get
That's
along
okay.
those weeks.
Oh, that's okay.
I know he's a Saints fan.
Yeah, he
My uncle
haku'd
was,
all over me.
Ooh,
Did what now?
haku'd. Is that
You
the-
ripped,
that-
you
that-
ripped your eyeball
is that what
out?
they're calling it now?
No, that's when Koo misses field goals. He haku'd.
Oh,
Haku'd.
no.
He haku'd.
Ah.
It's not good.
You don't want
It's
to be.
not
You
good.
don't want to get haku'd.
Nah, no one wants to get haku'd. I can't wait until 2 more days, buddy.
Oh, what's that?
We're back.
Yeah, exactly. Back
Even
in the
though you
saddle.
seem to be having a better time with Alex than with me.
Oh,
Oh, you're cheating on him.
is that true now? Is that what the people are saying?
That's what Alex seems to
Oh, that's what they. Alex had a really nice time. He had a fun time. We were,
I love how Nick phrases it. Alex had a great time.
that's not okay. Well, that's not. Come on.
Alex had a great time.
Oh, he was good. He was
me.
He was riffing.
Me, on the other hand, just
Your business.
No, I was really tired. Hopefully, you probably couldn't tell. I feel like I wasn't giving enough. He was riffing and he was going off, and I feel like I wasn't feeding
Nick's
enough in the
like-
fire. I feel like there probably was a time I think I was closing my eyes, not just because it was boring, just because I was just so tired. It's been tough.
them big boy jobs just bite you in the butt when
yeah,
you
I mean,
least expect
Yeah,
it, man.
absolutely.
You're exhausting.
I don't know about audio, but I do know about having to put things into the drive, articles into the drive.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about for that job. Yeah. I don't miss it. Sorry.
I do not miss it. I do not miss it at all.
Between
Yeah.
that, I mean, CSU.
Nick,
Bulls
I'll-
are starting up.
all I'm gonna say is you haven't seen anything until the first weekend of college basketball.
Oh yeah.
Basically, all you're grabbing that month is just college basketball audio.
Oh, for
March Madness.
March Madness.
Oh, that's when I started.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. It is when you started.
Yeah. That was awful.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, all these head coaches that I'll never care about again.
Well, it was funny because I remembered I told him, I was like, I can finish up March Madness, and he was like, no, I want to get Nick started right away with that. I'm like, oh, okay. If I can dodge that bullet, that's fine with me.
I remember there was a time when they were recruiting 4 of us along with their main audio guy to do March Madness. You remember that?
Yeah, kind of.
We were all going to take a region. And I looked at Tyler and I looked at Brandon and I went, nope, not doing it. No. It's one of the few things I ever said no to.
I'm not gonna lie, there was times where I was doing it on the weekends and it's just no cost, like no pay. And I'm like, no offense, but why am I still doing this?
Why am I doing this?
So I ended up telling Hunter, I was like, I'm done, dude. I don't know why I'm still doing this.
Yeah, Hunter finally had to quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why they're not doing it on weekends anymore.
I think Farragut, I don't know, he must not do it anymore, but I think he was doing it on the weekends.
Oh, the good times.
Yep.
The good times,
The
baby.
money that was made. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we go?
I don't know.
I think I'm
like I had something, but it's okay.
same. But I think we just kind of, that's what Off the Rails does, man. We just kind of talk about
Go off the rails.
anything and everything.
Should we give a warning out to people?
Uh-oh.
A warning.
Oh, you'll probably appreciate this more than Tyler did.
Sure.
So, had Tostino's pizza rolls the other night.
Okay.
Guess who has never had a Tostino's pizza roll?
Oh, your gal?
Yeah.
How?
Ever.
Why? How?
Why?
I don't know. I said, do you want to try?
Did you just not have like a sleepover with the gals? That's usually like that's the never like a late night Saturday.
I don't know. But it comes down to it. And she's like, you mind if I have a couple? And I said, yeah, absolutely.
I would have said no.
You've never had any. I want you to experience this.
Back off my pizza rolls.
Here's the problem. I didn't tell her in time not to pop one into her mouth as soon as it came. No. Nick knows what's about to happen. Yeah, I didn't tell her to let it cool for a little bit.
Oh no.
It's like hot lava.
That's what it is. As soon as you take those puppies out of the oven.
As soon as she
Yeah.
one of those.
I was like, you got to breathe through it.
I always
well,
bite
obviously,
half
you know
of
the
it.
trick. Then you bite a corner off and
Yep.
you let that go off a little bit, and then you wait 30 seconds to a minute, and then you pop that sucker.
All you got to do.
You can literally see the smoke coming out.
But then I rocked her world a second time that night.
Okay.
Easy,
I
kids
said-
are listening.
I said, would you like another one? But this one I'm going to dip into ranch.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, I'm not a huge ranch. I was like, would you just trust me? Just trust me. She goes, okay. Pops it in her mouth and she looks at me and she goes, you are evil.
You know what I like to do? I'll bite like the top half of it off, so it's like a little pocket, like an open pocket,
Yeah.
and you scoop the ranch
Like a-
inside it.
Man.
Like a mini hot pocket.
Yeah.
Yum.
That's delicious.
Those
I haven't
are
had
Tyler's
Hot
Hot
Pocket in a while.
Pockets.
Come on.
You know what's funny? So you know how the whole debate of if a hot dog is a sandwich? What?
You didn't get it.
No, I totally.
I don't know if you heard it. You might not have
Ignored
heard
it.
I had my thought ready, and so whenever I have my thought ready, I just ignore everything that's being said.
I'm sure that works well with Emily.
Great broadcast.
I'm sure that works great with Emily. Okay, so what was your thought?
Oh, so you know how the whole debate with a hot dog is a sandwich?
Yeah.
So Chuck and Bill have this argument all the time on Bulls Radio.
Okay.
So
On or off the air?
both.
Really? All right,
Yeah.
cool.
And so
I've heard some of the off-air conversations, and they are not PG rated.
yeah, no. Chuck will say, like, if I forgot what the thing is at the United Center, if they miss like 2 free throws in a row, everyone gets a free hot dog. So Chuck will
Corn dogs, Jackie! Corn dogs!
Chuck will be like, "Oh, they win a free sandwich," and then Bill's like, "No, Charlie, it's a hot dog," and they're going back and forth. So I brought the question to Bill during a break, and I said, "Is Hot Pocket a sandwich?"
Ooh.
He's like, "No, it's a Hot Pocket." I'm like, "Well, it's the same kind of concept that Chuck is trying to make here."
It's like a calzone.
Yeah, I would say it's
By
more
the
of
way-
a calzone, but is a calzone a sandwich? Or is that its own thing?
It's its own thing. I would
Yeah.
think it's an
I
inside
had a
pizza.
killer good calzone the other day.
Yeah.
Where at?
You're gonna make me remember this.
Well, how long ago was it?
In a week.
Oh, I don't know.
Used to be a great. I went to ISU for a year and a half.
Dagazinos?
DP dough?
DP dough was the
DP
spot.
dough, so good.
It was the spot. And it was a DP dough, and it was right next to Insomnia cookies.
Yeah.
So you get your pizza and or you get your
The
calzone.
ex-wife told me about Insomnia cookies when
So
she was
good.
out cheating.
Insomnia cookies is good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But DP dough, oh my god, because they're open till like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So after you're out at college parties, just
Yeah.
and they deliver these little calzones for you. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
What do you get in your calzone?
They had like specialty ones.
Yeah.
I usually always got the buffalo chicken one, whatever that one was called.
That one was the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, buffalo chicken, or like I just usually get like pepperoni,
Yeah,
sausage,
yeah.
you know.
There was another specialty
pepperoni,
one.
mushroom, black olive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what there
It was
was
in
another
my
one
cow.
like that.
Okay.
There was one where it was like a
I don't do
sausage
much
mushroom.
I know you're not. You like I said. You and Monica can is Emma mush fan or mush?
No, she likes mushrooms, but she doesn't like black olives. While I like black olives.
So when we go out, Em and I'll share the fried mush, and you and Mon can get something that you guys like.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Or just eliminate mushrooms in all existence.
Guacamole.
Oh, see,
Yeah, here we go. The buffer zone. That was the breaded chicken. That was.
Yes. Nick's gonna call up his old lady today and be like, we gotta go.
They do have some in Chicago. So the Roni Zoni. That's there you go. The pepperoni.
They have a DP dough up here?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
It's not just exclusive to college.
Oh. Road trip.
I know, right? Let's pop. Let's see these locations. Let's see these bad boys.
Let's see what you
That's how close we can get.
come find you.
Come on now. There's one in Lincoln Park, DePaul University. So
Oh, Lincoln Park. That's like so close to me.
Oh, they know where they know their spot. They're all by just universities.
Universities?
Northern Illinois University, DePaul.
They know where their bread's
Illinois
buttered.
State,
because they're cheap too.
Kalamazoo. They're in University of Illinois. Oh yeah, exactly.
They knew what they were doing.
They know exactly what's up.
You sly little sneakies.
We're getting the drunk munchies and the regular munchies all in one.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, it's fantastic. Fantastic.
Anything else?
I think I'm gonna introduce her some Tostino rolls again tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, those things are amazing.
I'm in the mood.
Treating her back-to-back days.
I'm in the
Oh,
mood. I will say this.
Ooh, girl.
I will say this. I was telling him, had probably the best brisket sandwich I've ever had in my entire life the
Yeah?
other night too. Yeah. I don't know what deli she got it from, so don't even ask.
We said the Jewish deli. That's all I know.
Yeah. Great chicken noodle soup.
Yes.
Ooh.
Great chicken noodle soup, and that brisket sandwich reheated the next day because I wasn't feeling good enough to eat it that night was still bomb. And you cannot say that about a sandwich very often.
I would say it takes a good place where you can reheat it the day after and it's still.
Well, I have learned a few tricks in my fatty fat ways.
What's that?
Do you know how you keep your food moist when you reheat it the next day?
A little water in the cup, put it in the microwave on the
You
side.
could do that,
Okay.
or you could just get a paper towel and put it over the food.
I've seen
Like a wet paper towel?
No, not even
Oh.
wet paper, just a
Dry as a
regular-
bone.
I've heard if you get like a damp paper towel above it, like if you do that with pizza in the microwave, it's supposed to bring it back to kind of its crispiness.
Hmm.
But it never worked for me.
I never reheat pizza, so I don't know.
You just eat it cold.
Oh, I love cold pizza.
Cold pizza's good.
That or I finish it all. Yum, 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 yum.
We did. Hey. WrestleMania, we smashed us some pizza.
You sure did. Yeah.
I'm like, we got to have it somewhere this year, and everybody needs to come this year.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys get the pizza from?
Domino's.
I went down.
Nice.
He went Domino's.
Domino's has got the best deals though. They got like
Exactly.
that $19.99 for like 2 medium, 1 topping pizzas.
I think he just went
The-
to $6.99 or like the $5.99 pickup carry out. Yeah.
I tried Jets the other day.
I like Jets
It's
for
not
what
bad.
it is.
But
Yeah,
that's kind of nice to know
New
because
York style, baby.
it's right around the corner from me, and I'm like, we've never tried it. We wanted to try like one of those, like mom and pop type of pizza
It's not a
places.
mom and pop. That's
No,
a
I know.
franchise place.
That's why I avoided it. But I was like, I just want cheap, easy pizza right now. And I'm like, never had Jets, but I'm gonna try it, and it's pretty damn good.
Walk in there, get yourself a slice.
They also do like Detroit style too. And Detroit's style is pretty good, I would say.
You gotta mentally prepare yourself for Detroit. Just the style. It's just
Why?
one of those things. Because sauce on top of things is just weird to me.
Okay.
Growing up on the East Coast, like your pieces are.
I mean, it's pretty similar to deep dish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would
bit.
say.
Little bit. Any other food conversation we want to have, boys?
Nah, I don't think so.
Now that I'm starving,
I know. I gotta figure out what I'm doing for dinner tonight.
Tostinos.
I don't have any. I have these bomb freaking chicken nuggets at Costco.
Dino Nugs.
No, they're just like
Dino
popcorn
Nuggies.
chicken.
Oh.
Freaking good. Something on my face.
Why is it so
There's something on my face.
I keep seeing this little speckle on my mustache.
All right, ladies and gents, that's going to do it for us today here on Blow the Whistle. If you have anything to comment, any suggestions, you want to give us some ideas for Off the Rails, hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at BLOWTWHISTLE1. We will get in contact with you. You can also hit us up on blowtwhistleradio@gmail.com as well.
Yeah, hit us up.
We'll answer that as well.
We gotta do mailbag soon.
We
haven't done that in a hot minute.
We might have an announcement here.
Wait, what we do? What is it?
Capuccio got back to me. Let me close this out real quick.
All right.
We will be back on Monday to review the weekend in sports. For me, David Double D Dykstra,
Tyler Butterball Beaterball.
No gimmicks, Nick Johnston.
Stay positive, be positive, surround yourself with positive people, and positive things will happen for you. We'll see you next Monday, 2 p.m., if not earlier, here on Sportstown Chicago. We are Blow the Whistle.
This is your home for sports.
Longtime fan. Sports is like life.
SportsTownChicago.com.